Hey everybody, welcome to my new credit series. I'm really excited about this one. We are going to be talking about all things credit score and what you can do to establish and or improve your credit. So, why does your credit score matter? What does it even convey to lenders? Well, a credit score, it's a 3-digit number. It's designed to represent the likelihood that you will pay your bills on time. Those that generate and track these numbers are called credit bureaus. The most widely known credit bureaus are TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. There are some alternate bureaus as well, but for the purposes today in this series, we're just going to be talking about the big three. Now, when you apply for credit, lending institutions typically obtain credit reports and scoring from all three bureaus. Then they take the middle score of the three to rate your credit worthiness and to evaluate their risk in extending that credit to you. So according to myfico.com, FICO scores are calculated using many different pieces of credit data in your credit report. This data is grouped into 5 categories. Payment history is 35%, amounts owed is 30%, length of the credit history is 15%, new credit is 10%, and credit mix is 10%. Be aware, there are multiple credit scoring models available. The most well-known and perhaps the most widely used are FICO scores. But more recently, the Advantage score model has become really popular as well. Now, these two scoring models are not the same thing. You gotta be aware of that. There may be some variation. Your credit score does affect the purchase rate you'll be offered when getting a loan, such as a home loan, otherwise known as a home mortgage. In order to qualify for a home loan, you must meet established minimum credit score requirements. It's important you know what your credit score is, whether it meets that minimum required score or not, and how you can improve it. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is credit tip number 2 in our series of all things credit. So what sort of things make up a credit score? Well, there are 5 categories. Payment history makes up 35% of your credit score. You want to be sure to pay all of your bills on time, all of the time. One thing you may want to consider is establishing an account to specifically cover the automatic payments for the minimum amount due on all of your credit cards and loans. Of course, you'll always want to pay more, but by having the minimum payment automatically deducted, you'll avoid the consequences of being late, and you will establish and maintain a solid payment history. Consistently paying creditors on time is the most important factor in determining your credit score. Even one missed payment can have a massive impact. Your FICO score considers the number of amounts with missed payments over the last 7 years, the amounts owed on delinquent accounts, collections, and negative public record information. Factor number 2 is credit utilization, and it makes up about 30% of your credit score. But what is that? Well, credit utilization refers to how much of your available credit that you're using. Your credit utilization should be less than 30%. So if you have a $10,000 credit limit, then you'll want to carry a balance of $3,000 at the most. Your credit utilization is reflected, it's the balance across all of your cards. Okay? Factor number 3, the age of the credit accounts. The older your credit accounts are, the better. This shows lenders that you are responsible for the credit that you do have. And this factor accounts for 15% of your overall credit score. Factor number 4, the different account types that you hold. Credit cards are revolving accounts. These are typically unsecured or signature loans. Installment loans are typically secured loans, such as a car or home loan, which are secured with some type of collateral. Having multiple account types shows lenders that you're responsible in managing multiple debt types. Factor number 5, the number of hard inquiries that you have on your account and how recently they were pulled. Every time your credit gets pulled, an inquiry is made. It does lower your score. Lenders do not like to see many applications for credit in a short period of time. Lenders do a hard inquiry when you apply for a new card or loan. The inquiries are good indicators of credit-seeking activity, and it actually makes up about 10% of your FICO score. So in general, you don't want too much credit-seeking activity or too many new inquiries in a short period of time. While this may seem like a lot to remember, in reality, these are all the things that you'll need to be aware of and start practicing whether or not you're getting a new loan. Regardless of whether or not you already have credit cards and loans or are just getting started with credit, these factors are important as they can affect many areas of your life beyond just obtaining credit, including renting a home, obtaining insurance, and more. For the best results, remember to pay on time, utilize only a small amount of your available credit, and quickly pay down any credit that you have used. You want to keep accounts open a long time with a satisfactory payment history and show that you have and can maintain various types of credit. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is credit tip number 3, length of time you have had established credit. It's important to start building your credit history as early as possible. There are several ways to do this. First, if you have a friend or family member willing to add you as an authorized user on their credit card, you can piggyback off of their credit activity to help you establish your credit. Even if you don't use the card, the account can still land on your credit report and potentially positively impact your score. But this can be both positive and negative, so be careful. Parents with soon-to-be high school graduates, this is a great option to help your teen build credit. But there are several precautions that you should be aware of. Okay, caution number 1, the credit card you put them on actually matters. If you put them on a card longer than you've had them, it's not gonna help. Caution number 2, if you're late paying your bills, even if it's not this one, this strategy could actually hurt them rather than help them. It's important to protect your credit and theirs. Secondly, there are secured credit cards, but we're gonna discuss this in the next video, the next tip. And third, there are unsecured credit cards, but we'll also discuss that next time. Now, why does length of credit matter? Well, in general, the longer your credit history, the better. How long your accounts have been open determines your length of credit history, which typically makes up to 15% of your FICO score. Your FICO score also considers the age of your oldest credit account, the age of your newest credit account, and the average age of all your credit accounts together. So remember, make the wise choice. Give me a call today with any real estate related questions, and we'll see you next video.